What's up, y'all? This is my other car that I've been working on. It's a 97 SC300 auto, lowered. It's got some fat wheels on it right now because winter's about to come up. So nothing too special. It just gets me around. Anyways, I want to talk about an update on it. So about 4 months ago, I was driving to work in this car, and I noticed my radiator cracked. Now, as you see, this is an aftermarket radiator. I bought it on eBay. Now, the thing with the Lexus SC300 is most of them are automatic. There are some that you can get in 5 speeds, but most of them are auto. This radiator is for a 94, or I think it's 92 through 97 Toyota Supra with a 5-speed transmission. So because mine is auto, I had to I bought this radiator that came with a transmission cooler. Now, let's see if I can show you. It's right there, right down there. And so what I had to do to get this to work with the vehicle is not only manipulate the fan shroud, because it came with 2 electric fans. So I'll go through the little spill. So I got the radiator, put it on with the electric fans, wired them up, thinking it was going to cool the car. Not at all. Car kept overheating. And then I had tightened down the bolts for the clutch fan too strong. And when I did that, I stripped the holders basically for my water pump. And then I said, okay, well, now since I stripped that, I might as well go ahead and do a timing belt. And that just turned into a big ass problem. Or a big problem, excuse me for cursing. Anyways, I ended up leaving the car sit for a few months while I got somebody to work on it. And I know most people are like, timing belt, that should be a pretty cake job. But I got involved with other things, ended up buying a new car, as you know, and just kind of let this car sit. So today I had one of my coworkers come over, and we essentially just knocked it out. We had to replace the crank pulley, and put, of course, a newer water pump on there. Put a Gates timing belt and a Mitsumoto thermostat. Now, to get the radiator to work again, like I said before, the lines for the transmission are kind of hard to see, but essentially the lines for the transmission go underneath the fan shroud. I can show you. Oh yeah, this is my prop, my kickstand. So you see, not those, but it's kind of hard to see, but there's 2 lines right there, and those lines go underneath the fan shroud to the trans cooler, and all the way through it and back. So I took this car for a test drive today, and it stays amazingly cool. Normally, if you have an SC300, it normally hovers about mid to a little under half, and mine is about a fourth of that on the freeway, driving it around with the heat on. Heat does take a little more longer to open up, but besides from that, it does work. So that's my little update. So now I got the car going, and I'm actually trying to get rid of this intake because it came with the car, and I'd rather have like a box. My goal eventually was to turbo the vehicle, but I think I'm gonna start pouring more money into the old Camry back there instead of this one. So, but if you have any questions on like your radiator or upgrading your radiator for an auto SC300, just hit me up. It's pretty straightforward. You know, you have to keep your fan shroud. I would definitely recommend it. Even on the big turbo cars, they keep their fan shrouds. So people going to electric fans, I kind of say do at your own risk, but I would prefer the fan shroud because it moves a lot of air, and I generally like it. And so a good combo, like I said again, is the radiator, the trans cooler, and the Mitsumoto thermostat. And you might as well just go ahead and do your time belt. Just go ahead and just kind of upgrade the entire little system at the same time. I did my spark plugs not too long ago. This car has 273,000 miles on it, but I still enjoy it. She's still my old girl, so eventually I'm gonna hook her up a little bit. But that's just kind of my little update for my SC. So, all right, y'all. Peace.